So this video is in response to a question I got from a friend of mine, and when it comes to weight loss, and she was getting a little bit, frustrated in terms of the lack of weight. She's been doing lots of good things, lots of movement, eating a lot better, and reached out and just said, Adam, I'm not losing weight. So I've seen this a million times, and I will continue to see it, and it's worth explaining one of the reasons why. It's one of the biggest mistakes you make when it comes to losing weight. So you decide you're going to lose weight. You reach out and you go and get a calorie counter, or you look at MyFitnessPal or whatever fitness tracker or calorie counter you have, and it incorporates a deficit of calories for you. So it takes your height, weight, how much you move, how many sessions you do a week, and then it gives you, let's say, a generic 1,500 calories for you to lose 10 pounds by December. Now, there's a lot of mistakes in that as well, but for a generic start, it's pretty good. Most people can follow it, and I think most people by now understand calories do matter, and you've got to burn more to lose weight. We know that by now, I think, it's been screamed from the rooftops for a long time, so that doesn't change, okay? There's nothing kind of sinister or crazy goes on in the body that helps you create new energy. So just moving on from that, the biggest mistake I'm seeing right now, and the mistake I saw from my friend, which I think is useful for me to reach out and talk to you about, is these bad boys. Fitness trackers, Fitbits, iWatches. If you know me by now, you know I have a bit of beef with these. I wear one, I like the steps, I like to track my workouts, but I will say this, and I will keep saying this, and I'll shout it from the friggin' rooftops, that these things are not accurate when it comes to calories. Now, they're not accurate when it comes to steps, but they're highly inaccurate when it comes to the amount of calories you burn in a workout. So back to my friend, she was doing great stuff. Let's say she went on MyFitnessPal, which is a very common calorie counter and tracking service for your calories. She said, let's say she got a 1,500 calories a day limit. What she did was started tracking her workouts on the watch. Let's say she was burning 500 calories per workout. Now, as we know, they probably overestimate. It's an algorithm. It takes your height, weight, and your heart rate and gives you a number of calories. Now, it's highly inaccurate. I've read studies what a frightening inaccuracy. They don't mention any names, but these ones are highly inaccurate, the one I'm wearing. So the mistake that people make, and my friend was making, was she was adding the exercise back onto her calories in MyFitnessPal. So say, for instance, MyFitnessPal give her a deficit so she could lose weight at 1,500 calories, and she worked out 4 days a week and burnt 500 calories. Then 500 calories was being added on, so she was eating 2,000 calories a day. Now, by the end of a week, 2 weeks, she found out she didn't lose any weight and got a little bit frustrated. And I totally get it, because we have science now, we have these wearables, we have these apps, and you're doing everything right, and you get annoyed. It's like, why am I not losing weight? And I totally get it. It's frustrating. That's why I've done this video, and I see loads of people fall into that trap. Now, here's the next step for me. If you work out and train, focus on anything but the amount of calories you're wanting to burn. Like for me, when I train, I do wear one. I have it tracks my steps, it tracks what I'm doing in a workout. Am I that bothered how many calories I burn? Absolutely not. I focus on, did I get better that day? Did I get stronger? Do I feel better? Did I walk out the gym, the walk, whatever it is, better than when I started? And yes, that's what I did. That's what fitness and health is about. If we just focus on the calorie burn, when you hit your goal, you'll disappear and get back into this vicious cycle. That's a whole other conversation for another time. But this video alone is my plea to you. These watches are good. They're really cool to have in terms of steps and keep you moving. But what they say in terms of calories is not the gospel. So be careful. Don't add it in. Be wary of what these things say.